Can I start off by introducing yourselves to camera first?
My name's Peter Hanlon and I'm the bass player.
Evan Walsh, drums.
Ross Farley, harmonica and vocals.
I'm Josh McLaurin, guitar and vocals.
Okay, welcome to the Mod Weekender in Bangor. First of all, I'd like to say you're looking very dapper indeed. How important is it, your image?
Yeah, it is very important. When we started out the band, we just, like, what we naturally thought when we were younger was that you just, take a lot of influence from your heroes, obviously, so all our heroes were quite sharp, so, people like Paul Weller and, the Stones and bands like that were, from a close point of view, we took a lot of influence from, so we just thought that if you're in a band, you have to dress like you're in a band, so.
The Strypes are coming tonight, so we get told that's a really good band. We've not heard them before. We're really looking forward to it. We've seen them this week in BBC Two, so we're really looking forward to seeing them live tonight.
We're here to see the Strypes. Well, we're obviously here to see the Strypes tonight. Fantastic. Yeah, really looking forward to it.
You hear it all the time in every interview. It's all about your age and you're very young and you're very successful very early. Now, if it was pop music or hip hop or dance or whatever, yeah, but it's rhythm and blues, and your influences are the likes of Paul Weller, Small Faces, Bo Diddley. How did that come about?
Suppose a lot of it came from my parents' record collection, because the lads, myself, Pete and Josh would have spent a lot of time in my house kind of growing up and just started jamming from a very early age, so a lot of it kind of came from my parents' record collection, getting into kind of the 70s pub rock stuff, so we got into like Dr. Feelgood and Rockpile and Dave Edmunds and Eddie and the Hot Rods, all that sort of stuff, and the 60s blues boom, so like Stones, Yardbirds, Animals, Blues Breakers and all that, and then we sort of just kind of researched the artists that these people covered, and then that led us on to Chuck Berry and Bo Diddley and Howlin' Wolf and Muddy Waters, just kind of went on the whole kind of blues trail.
Another thing I wanted to ask you, right, I have to look at the list here because there's so many fans of yours and they're rather famous. We've got Noel Gallagher, Paul Weller, Miles Kane, Elton John and Jeff Beck, and they all come to your gigs. How does that feel? Does he not talk?
Just say it feels great.
Feels great.
Oh, I got him to say something. Is that a really good thing?
Yeah, well, no, it's amazing, to hear them say something like that and to be such heroes, and even if we don't take a lot from them musically, we have a lot of respect for them, like Elton John having such an esteemed career, and it's amazing even to hear people like Paul Weller saying I love what you're doing, and he was part of the whole mod revival in the 80s and that, and it's just fantastic to have people like that egg you on and say keep doing what you're doing. It's amazing, we love it. So.
And you've now recently signed with Mercury Records, haven't you? Yeah. And is it Chris Thomas that's your music producer?
Yeah, he's producing the first album. We're recording the album down in Sussex at the moment, just in a little tiny studio called Yellowfish Studios. So yeah, we're pretty chuffed to have Chris working with us because he's an absolute legend. He did the Sex Pistols and the Pretenders, and he played on the White Album, and just so he's got such a.
And Pink Floyd and INXS as well, yeah.
Yeah, he mixed Dark Side of the Moon as well, so he's pretty okay.
and you started off, you promoted your EP yourselves. How hard was that? Was it really hard work? What did you do?
Well, we basically, when we got the EP recorded, we just we would have designed the cover ourselves, and like it was the four of us with my dad Niall we designed it ourselves, wrote a press release, and we got a firm to print it up, I think, in England, and just kind of put it in the local record shop and up on iTunes, and it suddenly just went big out of nowhere. Then it got to #1 on the iTunes Blues chart the day after we put it out, and then we got the call on the Monday to go down to do the Late Late Show afterwards, and so yeah, it just kind of, I can't really remember whether it was that hard or not. It
snowballed anyway.
C-O-L-L-A-O-J-A-N-E, oh baby please, if you could see, then you'd agree that I love Blue Collar Jane and she loves me.
The energy levels at your gigs is just immense.
It's that kind of thing of the kind of pub rock aesthetic of you take kind of 50s and 60s blues songs and just kind of wring the life out of them, basically.
So what's next? When can we expect a debut album from you guys?
We're hopefully going to release it in September, if we can. We've recorded half of it already, so we've gone in to do it as live as possible, and with just a little, as few overdubs as possible. So yeah, hopefully in the fall, just after summer of festivals. So. For
any talented artists watching now, have you any advice for them?
please like us as well, if you don't mind.
I'm just going to test out your knowledge on where you're from. There's a popular cafe in Cavan that's named after something you would eat for breakfast. What's it called?
Hard-boiled egg.
Cheater.
I don't live in Cavan Town.
Where are you from?
I'm Killishandra.
Is that the county?
It's a village. It's in Cavan Town.
Who is the most unlikely artist on your iPod?
House Martins, yeah. I couldn't think though.
Oh, they're still pretty cool, aren't they? Do you not have like Take That or no, none of that?
We're a solid entity, musically speaking.